I'm Annie Hyman Pratt, and I am a business owner and management consultant, and I've been an executive in businesses many times. I've grown several $50 million teams, some starting from $5 million teams. And now I work with companies with their leadership and their teams to grow their businesses super rapidly. I usually work with larger organizations, and one of the things I hadn't done yet but I wanted to do was work with entrepreneurs from smaller organizations that have so much promise and so much opportunity, but they don't have the leadership and the teams to really get them there. And I wanted to work with these entrepreneurs so that they could reach huge levels of success. I had run workshops for bigger companies with whole teams, but when I thought about running a workshop for lots of different companies to be there, the problem I really encountered was having no idea where to even start, how to even set this up, because the kind of audience I had was so different than working with one company. So I was really struggling with this problem, having no idea where to start. And then Sebastian stepped in, and not only did he help me with exactly where to start, but he helped me lay out a plan for the first 30 minutes of the workshop that changed everything. Because it wasn't just the 30 minutes of the workshop, it was helping me step back and really see and plan out what I was going for in a way that made the planning of this workshop just seamless. And I saved so much time, it's incredible. I went from spinning to having an exact roadmap for how I was going to approach the workshop, and it changed everything. So first, just having a plan for the workshop was an extraordinary relief. And that allowed me to already have the roadmap so that I could really concentrate on the things I was going to say during the workshop, on the points that I was going to make that are the things that are my genius zone. But after having a plan and a roadmap, I could really focus on those parts, and it gave me an enormous amount of confidence. And so that the next steps that I took just felt energizing. I was no longer worried about how am I going to even kick this thing off? Where am I going to go next? How is this going to turn out? Looking back, I really couldn't see doing it any other way. But looking forward, I couldn't see how to do it. It turned out so much better than I ever thought it could turn out. Not only did I sell out the event of 30 people, and I brought in revenue of 6 figures, but during the event, I made an upsell offer from Sebastian's encouragement, and that's something I didn't know how to do either. And I made even more on the upsell than I made coming into the workshop. So that was amazing. The thing that I wasn't expecting, but was equally incredible, if not more, is that coming out of the workshop, people were so thankful. They were coming up and telling me how they were ready to change their team. And they shared that with a lot of their friends, so that I had people asking me about certain things that I had taught, and I've never had that before. It was extraordinary to hear right away, have people reflect what kind of impact I had on their lives, and that made it even more worthwhile for doing the workshop. If I hadn't received Sebastian's advice, I can see right away there's 2 things that would have been truly lost. Is one, I wouldn't have had the impact that I had, because the roadmap that I got with Sebastian really kept me on point, so that I delivered my material in a way that was so strong compared to how I would have delivered it without the roadmap. That's the first thing that would have been lost. The second thing that would have been lost is I wouldn't have had the confidence to make an upsell, and even to make the sales for the workshop that I made, because without the confidence, I think I wouldn't have been as great in conversation when talking to people about the workshop. I was so After having the roadmap and working with Sebastian, I was so interested in what I could do for people, how I could transform their leadership and their teams. And that kept me in a place of being able to achieve, much bigger results than I could have without it. This is really a sweet spot coming out of this workshop, because from here, I can develop a whole arm of my business that I've never had before. And I'm super, super excited about it. For anyone who's considering having Sebastian's help, I'd like to share with you something that I teach, that I taught in my workshop. And that is that the best predictor of success for leaders and teams is prior success. And if you don't have prior success, if you haven't done it before, the next best predictor of success is working with somebody who has. And for me, I didn't know what I didn't know. And I find that's the case for the people that I work with. They don't know what they don't know. And working with Sebastian, not only does he know, but he can teach you so quickly how to get the results so that you achieve them. You achieve them. It's an incredible roadmap, and working with Sebastian was amazing.